Hello guys. Yeah, so I got COVID. I was tested positive on the 13th, which is last Sunday. The, the swab test is a routine test which is mandatory by GrabFood because I'm delivering for GrabFood. So the test is I must attend the test once every 2 weeks on a Sunday. I had to go to the nearest test center scheduled by GrabFood at a regional test center compound in Kaki Bukit area. The test center compound was formerly known as Bedok North Secondary School. Yeah, so the compound was turned into the regional test center for the east area. Few days before I went for the test, I already started having a very slight itchy throat, not very painful like those sore throats I had once in a while throughout my life, that kind. And then the next day I also had a non-stop runny nose which began at night. So for the sore throat I took strepsils and warring tablets, medicine that is specifically to treat sore throat. And for runny nose I took the medicine tablets specifically to treat runny nose, and also use the nasal spray which I also use daily. So instead of 2 puffs a day, I took like 4 or 6 puffs on that days that my runny nose is quite bad. I had a bad feeling that I might have COVID, so I borrowed the COVID art test from my mother and did the swab test myself. The result came out negative. 2 days after I took the throat and nose medicines, my illness kind of disappeared. It was until I went to the test center to do the test that I found out I'm positive for COVID. Because I was the only one in the test center at that point in time taking the test, a staff stood beside me all the way, supervising me when I was doing the test, and he was surprised to see the second line, the line which indicates whether I'm positive or not. So the second line came out immediately once I squeezed the small plastic bottle containing the liquid mixed with my swab into the art machine. I don't know what's the actual name of that thing called. Then the staff told me to go back home and self-isolate for 3 days, which will end on Wednesday. Then do the swab test myself in my home. If negative, I can go out again. But if positive, I have to continue to isolate and test every day until I'm negative, which means that my body has recovered from the virus. However, on the 7th day of on the 7th day of my self-isolation, if I'm still tested positive, I can end my self-isolation, I can go out, but most likely I can't resume my food delivery work until I'm tested negative, and I have to take a picture of my negative result and send to GrabFood so that they can resume my account, because currently my account is being locked due to my positive test result. On the day of recording this video, so today is already Saturday, so this is already my sixth day of self-isolation. So that means we just need to isolate one more day tomorrow. Noon, I think I can go out afternoon, so at least I can go out even though I cannot start working yet. Yeah, so during these few days of self-isolation and recovery at home, the symptoms that I felt was very mild sore throat and running nose, which had already disappeared, I think, like Wednesday. All I feel now is just a bit of breathlessness, not so bad, like really struggling to breathe, that kind. Just a bit of itchy lungs, making me cough sometimes, like a dry cough like that. Even though I'm not feeling too sick or anything, I still have to do my best to prevent my family who are staying in the same house as me from being infected by me. So I had to let my wife sleep in another room, which nobody used the room except my father, who uses it to store many of his things, like his business documents and stuff for his kiteboarding and windsurfing, etc. We had to put a mattress on the floor, not like those used on the bed ones, but the thinner and lighter ones, and also put 2 pillows and a blanket for her to sleep in the other room. She had to take a few of important things to that room, such as her phone, of course, which keeps her entertained all day. If not, she'll be very bored when she's staying in the house with me for so many days. And also the phone charger and a few of her books for reading. She only had to come in my room once or twice a day to take her clothes when she needs to go and shower. Yeah, so these several days we have to stay in separate rooms, no touching and whatever, can either talk to each other when we are sitting in our rooms, like 5 meters away from each other, see each other while we are eating, or even use our phone video call to talk to each other. And I have to step out of my room to go to the toilet or take a very short walk in my house. I will wear a mask, and so does my wife and my father, even though they didn't contract the virus. And speaking of my family, my mother contracted the virus on Wednesday. I mean, she was tested positive on Wednesday when she visited the clinic nearby to see the doctor. Because she was having sore throat and cough, so she also suspected she might have the virus. So she went to see the doctor, and the doctor took the swab test for her, and she tested positive. Yeah. but fortunately so far my wife and my father didn't contract virus. So most of the day I just stay inside my room, use the computer, watch YouTube videos, play video games, surf the internet, or use my phone, or just sleep. It's quite boring. I can't even go downstairs and walk. Most of the food, breakfast, lunch, and dinner that I'm eating is cooked by my wife or my mother. I keep wanting to order food delivery from Foodpanda or GrabFood, but so far I haven't ordered yet. I only ordered the S kits through GrabMart because we didn't have enough at home. Every day, me and my mother have to test. So does my wife and my father. If they want to go out, they have to test first because they are close contact. Yeah, so this is the 6th day. Tomorrow I can go out, but I just wish that I can recover from this virus as soon as possible, and I won't contract this virus again, even though I'm not feeling too sick or whatever. Most probably is because of the vaccine, like what the government say. It's better to take the vaccine to prevent like serious illness or death from this virus. So I seriously recommend everyone to take the vaccine. That's all I want to say. Okay, bye.